Hola mujeres cachondas y perronas. So let's get started with the look. Okay, so we're gonna do a sultry look today. I like to do my eyes first, then my base, and then everything else. Why? I don't know. It's more of trusting the process, really. Girlies, you have to let your sunscreen sit at least 15 minutes before you put anything, primers or anything, so it can go into your skin. And I already done my skincare, put my sunscreen on. Now we're gonna go in with everything. One of the primers that I used to see really mattify my makeup and it would stay in place, Milk's Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. This, me as an oily girly, your makeup will sit with it. It feels like it may not do the thing that it's supposed to do. This will help you out. So let's put this on. It has an interesting smell, but it's like one of those smells that nostalgic smells. What I've noticed has helped is right when I put the primer on, I'm not gonna go right away with my makeup. If you're a girly that will do their makeup and then their eyes, I highly recommend using a air fan and drying it down, because once you put the primer on, you need to let it sit so it can actually do its thing. It's the same thing as a sunscreen as well. Since we are only doing our eyes right now, that is okay. This can sit on as long as it wants. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Suavecita Pomade's La Tabla palette. I am going to go in with the shade El Cantarito and the shade El Melon. I like to match my eyebrows with the hair color that I have. I don't like them to have dark eyebrows, very light hair. It's a pet peeve. So we're gonna go in. What I like to do with the brows is have brush strokes going up, and it creates a fake hair. And not too heavy like when we go into the front, because it becomes very bulky and very square. Most of the color, most of the depth will come from the back. Mamitas, do you see the difference? Before, and this is where we're getting to. We are done with this. We're gonna move on to Max Paint Pot and how I'm gonna use this to clean this up. I found this hack. I forgot where, but if I find it, I'm gonna tag the creator. It is basically, if you notice that your eyebrows aren't smudging after a while, it's not sticking, I have a hack for you. We're gonna grab some, any type of powder, setting powder, anything. I have the Becca Cosmetics Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I'm gonna use that right now. If you have any excess on the brush, like you see here, what you're gonna do, grab your palm, put that excess right there. We're just gonna place it on there. Take away any excess oils from your skincare, anything mushy, anything creamy that may not let you set your eyebrows. So they're very matted. I like it. And it doesn't matter if you already did it, if you're gonna do it before. I will be reapplying my eyebrow. Now with the paint pot, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab some, really saturate your brush, and we're gonna go to town. So, when it comes to the eyebrows, I've noticed that like a cut crease, you need to be very delicate. And once you have something like this, then we can fill in the rest. And that's the same thing, same process for a cut crease, just like that. With the same palette from Suavecita, I'm gonna go in with the color La Calavera, and I'm gonna press that onto this thing right here. Okay, so we're gonna do that, grab some, and we're gonna place it on there, my loves. That's perfect. So once you have the look of a Ninja Turtle, we are good to go to the next step. I did a bit here, and now we're gonna go to town. Clearly, this was not working out in my favor, so we're gonna start again. Do a brown smoky eye. So I'm gonna use the Suavecita La Tabla palette, but this time with this brush, I'm gonna get the shade La Muerte, and I'm gonna place that on my lid. We're gonna pack it on. Now, I'm gonna avoid placing your dark shadow so high like me. It'll be tough blending your transition shade. Use a Q-tip to remove excess shadows. Go in with the MAC Skinfinish, because the bronzer is such a pretty perfect transition shade. To that, Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we have so far. Entonces, my loves, we're gonna deepen the shade with the color Noir from the Soft Glam 2 palette because we like the transition shade, but we want to get that oomph and deepen up that dark. Deepen the black on top. Le vamos a echar un poquito más de sazón. Así, and then we're gonna blend it out so it creates that transition from the dark to the bright. Okay, so we did this eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna do my base makeup. Studio Fix from MAC. I think I'm the shade N5. Rule of thumb, if your foundation stays in place where this is not, you can use a beauty blender to dab it and it'll look flawless. But like this is running down, it's kind of thick, not too much. We're gonna use a brush. And we don't want to streak it down. I like to tap it. We also want like a flawless makeup base. You need to dermaplane. If you have peach fuzz, if you have pelitos, or if you're not doing your skincare, it will make a difference if you do. Okay, so once you got your face down, this is the form that I like to do. I like to do my bronzer, blush, and then concealer. I place the concealer first. Too Faced, Born This Way, concealer in the shade Swan first, then work my way with the bronzer, and then etc, etc. Which bronzer I like to use is always Milk. It's always giving me like a nice bronze look that I love. And I'm gonna go in with Baked. I like to do with my bronzers, I don't like to just place it on the skin, but instead I like to, we're gonna dab it, and we are gonna stamp it out. I'll show you guys how I do the carving out for my nose. What I like to do is I'm going to use the Morphe 819 brush. I'm going to saturate, let's see, yes, I'm going to stamp out where you want. Two things are going to happen here. We're going to stamp out the bronze and then we are going to carve that out. So bring it down. When this is dried out, I'm going to grab some and place it like right here and stamp it, because if you try to do a straight line, it's not going to come out a straight line. And to move that concealer around, you're just going to dab it up. Obviously, your girl was very tired to the point where I couldn't speak. So I am basically making my winged out smoky eye using the concealer. Nothing else. That's pretty much it for that. So I'm going to go in with the blush. So we're gonna go with the e.l.f.'s liquid blush in Cheeky Lychee. I'm gonna place it right here on my hand like that. Use this, and we're gonna dab first on the hand, and then don't use this brush. Use a skinnier brush like this. There. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna work the concealer out. I'm gonna spray it with my Fix Plus. Going up and down, dab, 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 up and down. And don't worry, we're gonna go over these again. When you get near your eye and your nose, you're gonna push up the concealer up to that area where you did your stamp out. See that it's not as seamless or anything. Once you do your concealer, you can just go over, pick up any excess that you have right here, and just dab away. Honestly, there's always a solution to everything except death. So, con las mamadas que salgo. The world is your oyster. So I've already done this. Now I'm going to go over again with my eyebrows because they really got dirty. It is my go-to whenever I want to seal my eyebrows in. I'm going to use NYX Thicken Brow Gel in the shade Auburn. I also need to set these girls in. I do have the one size, which I haven't used. Actually, I think we're going to try it out right now. And we'll test it out. We'll see. Que perra. Same thing, if you see any excess, don't blow it off. Put it on the palm of your hand. Are gonna go to town. So this is without, this is with. It's really good. I'm not gonna front. What we did on the bottom, we got to do on the top. So we're gonna do bronzer, blush, and I'm gonna do the under eye with the shadows I used on top. And with the MAC Skinfinish in the shade Medium. And we're gonna go in with the MAC 168S brush. We're just gonna dab. Dab, 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 dab. since we're going with a very sultry look, the Milani Rosa de Oro, it's such a pretty shade and it looks like you're gonna be a bronze bitch afterward. So we're gonna go with that one and be generous with it. I'm gonna go in with Too Faced Cloud Crush and we're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Cantarito Pomade Tabla palette, and actually I'm gonna bring this color to here, but we're gonna deepen it up with Noir. I don't know why I'm making these faces, but you catch the drift. You know what we're doing. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter from NYX. It's the Buttermilk highlighter in the shade Lazy Butter. Really pretty shade. And we're gonna go with the old highlighter brush. Para lo más rico is we're gonna be doing eyelashes, and we're choosing a lip. But the lip, I'm not too sure if we should do nude or if we should do a little red. Actually, a hack that I like to do when it comes to strips is I like to use this Kiss strip lash adhesive. Technically not the lid, but you'll see right now. I add it right here. So the lashes have something to grip on apart from the mascara. They'll have that glue just to really hold on. And I've been living by this hack for so long. And then obviously you place the glue also on the lashes, but this just adds like it adds a lot of layers of protection for your lashes. So you don't want them falling out, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna place it like that, let it to dry, and then you're good to be popped on. So I'll pop my lashes on. What are we doing with my lips? Do pinky tone, nude tone. Actually, I'm gonna go with Melon with the soft brown from NYX. Now, I do feel like I could use a little bit on the outer corners, a little bit of a darkness. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Forever's Artist Color Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown, and I'm gonna go in with Velvet Teddy. I like this better. What you can do to add that little Russian lip is just go in with the darker shade, and you have like that, like the little pout right there. So this is the look. I had fun with it after redoing it, but me encantó. Thank you, babies, for going along with me with this in-depth tutorial. Please let me know what worked for you, and bye.